Good morning, good-looking people, and you're good-looking because you're always looking, and of course, you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're well. It is the month of Adar. It's still a time of joy and happiness and lots of great energy. Today, we're doing the Hayom Yom for the 19th of Adar Aleph. First of all, it is the birthday of my twin boys, Avi and Gavi. Wishing you guys lots of success, health, happiness, and everything that you do. So today's Hayom Yom is about an emphasis in learning Tanach. Tanach stands for Torah, Nevi'im, and Ksuvim. And it mentions in today's Hayom Yom, and we'll read it inside, how the Hasidim spent a lot of time going through Tanach. And we'll read it, then we'll go to some of the notes on the day of how it connects to today's Parsha and Parsha's Kisisa. And also some notes regarding the Alter Rebbe and the Frierdiker Rebbe about Tanach and its overall teachings. So for the 19th of Adar Aleph, let's read it inside. It says, Hasidim, even those of average spiritual stature, used to be thoroughly knowledgeable in the Tanach. After their daily study of Mishnayos following the morning service, it was their regular custom to read chapters of Tanach while putting away their talis and tefillin. Their schedule enabled them to complete the entire Tanakh in 3 months. Can you imagine that? So every morning after davening, they had their regular learning. And then they learned Mishnayos. And then it says, as they were folding their talis and tefillin, they would recite the Tanakh. And within 90 days, which basically every 3 months, they completed the entire Tanakh in this process. I don't know how long it took for them to wrap their tefillin and wrap their talis, but it's amazing what they were able to accomplish. So today we're talking about Tanakh, we're talking about talis, we're talking about tefillin. So it's Parshas Kisisa, and there are references to all three of these in this week's Parsha. First of all, with regards to tefillin, it says when Moshe Rabbeinu was talking to God, and he asked him to reveal himself, it says, God showed Moshe the back of his head, and he was able to see the knot of his tefillin, which is also being referenced today. Talis, where do we see talis in this week's Parsha? It says when Moshe was an ambassador on behalf of the Jewish people after the sin of the golden calf, at one point, God said he was going to reveal the 13 attributes of mercy, the Yud Gimel Midos Arachamim. And it says when Hashem revealed himself to Moshe with this, while he was sharing these 13 attributes, it says he was wrapped in a talis, like a chazan at the Amud. And here we have a reference to talis. In the 6th Aliyah, there's a place where Hashem is instructing Moshe, and it says, Ksav L'cha, that you should write for you. And in this part of the Parsha, this is being referenced to Tanakh, which is the written scriptures. Now, the Alter Rebbe said that we need to learn Tanakh very regularly, that in Tanakh is the thousands of stories and teachings and interpretations and cases that we can all learn all other aspects of Torah from, that we constantly refer to Tanakh, and it's very important that we're all familiar with Tanakh. Leading into the Rebbe Rayatz, that at the end of the 19th century, the Rebbe Rayatz went ahead and made a campaign to restore Tanakh being taught in all the yeshivas. There was a time, there was a Haskalah movement, where at that point in time people were more focused on Gemara and other subjects, and Tanakh was not getting the focus that it needed. It was the Rebbe Rayatz who made this emphasis that in the yeshivas, that Tanakh needs to be taught, and that it should be a front and center subject, that everybody should have regular knowledge of Tanakh, and it should be on the tips of their tongue. They should understand it. So the message of the day is, of course, to continue on learning. There's so much to learn. And at the same time, we talked about not wasting any time. We said that in the other Hayom Yom for the other day, I believe it was yesterday, that learning Torah in our free time. We can learn from the Hasidim that even as they were folding their talesim, and even as they were wrapping their tefillin, they were still learning Torah every second that they could. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed and successful week, and we will talk more tomorrow.